Hey tankers, welcome to another episode of Ace of Aces. Today, we have a couple of fun episodes for our Wednesday special for you. We're calling this one Risen from the Ashes. The reason for that is because we have on our first game, Coach Mike is going to pull out the T-32, and this is a first game he plays after just buying it back. Him and I were talking about tanks that we thought are decent and could be used in a upcoming video that we're going to do on Tech Tree tournament tanks, and we kind of thought this one was a good one, but neither one of us owned it anymore. And he beat me to buying it back, and in his first game trying it out, he aced it. So here this game is. The other one, I will explain why the other ace is going to be also fits in the Risen from the Ashes category. But this one in the T-32 is called Back in the Saddle. Okay, well, you can see Coach Mike. He's going to be running for the ship side of Yamato Harbor. And, he plays this tank really well. It's, this tank got a buff recently, not that long ago, an armor buff, and the tank is just really solid. I've played a couple of games in it, and I bought it back and I played a couple of games in it. And it's not the T-32 that it used to be. The T-32 that we used to be was just a real ho-hum, mediocre heavy that, there wasn't really a reason to play. But, eventually I ended up selling it because I had a lot better Tier 8 heavies in my garage that were easier to play and better to play and just as good a hold down as this one. And that's where this one really, shines, is hold down. Originally it was, the T-29 and the T-32 were two of the, the top hold down tanks in the game, and certainly at Tier 7 and 8. And this one, it's always been there. It still does a good job. And with the armor buffs, it's made it really competitive. Anyways, Coach Mike here he's on the top of the ship. He's trying to use that gun depression and keep himself hull down, and he's doing an all right job of it, but I think he's going to get hit here in just a second. He has a Pershing that's going to really come and give him a hard time and force him off of this point. But there, the one target gets destroyed, and he's just looking around for another target, and he puts a shot into that low over there, the Luva. And he's just watching targets. He sees that Pershing's trying to sneak up on him, and he's going to pull around and engage. And coincidentally, they both are sharing the same camo. That's from the recent event we just had. He's going to pull around, and he's going to put a good shot in this tank, and he does a really nice job of just keeping shots and taking advantage of the targets that are in front of him. Unfortunately, Yamato Harbor, in this part of the map, there's not a ton of spots to go hold down. You've got some big dirt piles and stuff here you can get into if he, pushes into them, which I think with the amount of tanks around him, he really can't do. Anyways, he's fighting the IS-3, and, if he could get into that spot from the the rocks over here to his left, he might have been able to block some of those shots from the IS-3. But as it is, the IS-3 is a one shot, and he's just waiting for it to get killed, and there it goes. Now he can move up and pursue targets. And here's that Pershing that's been hiding from him, and it's a nice little shot to finish him off. So here he's looking across the map. He sees a couple targets down this way. He's going to work his way there and try and get some shots. And now he's trying to use these piles to stay hull down. And there's that Luva again. And unfortunately takes a shot from the Luva, but he's still going strong. He sees the other tank coming up behind his T-34 ally. And now he's using a little pile here to be held down, and he's got real trouble because he's got that the VK168 coming up on him. But look at this. Perfect shots right through the cheek. Look at that. Boom. Big old hole there. They're, face hugging on a tank like this, it's a big, super heavy, but look how much you can get that gun down. And Mike takes a shot. Now, if he's face hugging there, he probably wouldn't have taken that shot, but, circumstances are what they are, and, it doesn't matter because he's going to clear this big guy right here. Which is a nice shot into the turret, and that's it. Done. Blew the turret off. And that, guys, is a game, and we see Coach Mike here does 3,580 damage. That's a great game. He over 1,200 experience points, and he fires 12 shots and looked like he landed 12 and penned 11 or 10. 2 kills, just a really solid game in the tank. He shows that it's an old dog, but it's it's still hanging in there. Nice game, Mike. So here we are, our other game from Risen from the Ashes. It's Climber123. He's been off working and hasn't had a lot of time to play, but he got some time to play this weekend, and he turned in a couple of aces, and this is one of them. This is the Krandvagan, and let's just watch him play this game. You might notice that his platoon partner Alistair is with him, and they're going to go into this map and just try and do their best to tear it up. The Krandvagan is such a fun tier 10 heavy. It's one of my favorites to play. It's just a lot of fun. I love that auto reloader for a heavy. I wish they'd put one of those in the game at tier 8. It's just
enemy armor is down.
excuse me. It's such a fun style of tank to play.
Penetration. Penetration.
Anyways, he's this has been a big haul down spot that's really developed over the last couple of months, and maybe it's just that I'm noticing it, but I'm seeing a lot more of the haul down meta is pushing towards that spot on Yamato Harbor to just hold across there and try and catch people, trying to come up on you or going across the bases. Anyways, he's got some real trouble with that mouse in front of him. And I do apologize for the screen jumping a little bit from time to time. Unfortunately, there's just something with how the videos were sent to me right now. The videos were real jumpy. He has another ace in the Tier 8 medium STG, and it was such a bad copy, I can't even use it. It jumps so bad. Anyways, here he's pulling up. He's got an E100 on his right, and almost the whole rest of the team on his left. And there's Alistair over there engaged. And he's trying to put shots in to help Alistair, but he doesn't really take a shot with his E100. He gets a great bounce there, and he's using his hill to back down and keep himself hauled down off of that E100, so that the E100 really has to expose himself to get a shot. He's just maintaining a watch on nothing around him. Unfortunately, at this point, Alistair's been killed. He got bum rushed, but we see that Climber is able to put a kill shot into that upper one to avenge Alistair. Anyways, he's still playing this little spot right here. He's taking great advantage of the Krandvagan's 10 degrees of gun depression, and he's just making sure that he's saving hit points and just maintaining it. It's gonna really, this game's really gonna turn around on him here in a second. He's only got, it's a 4-on-3 right now, and pretty soon it's gonna drop, and he's gonna lose some partners here. He's lost one. And he's just looking for shots, and he's going to be able to clear this 1-on-3, and it's now a 2-on-3. That E100 is still persisting in being a tough target. nice shot. He's trying to get that to tracks.
Enemy vehicle
But
knocked out.
he does get a kill on it and finishes it off. So either way, that's still really nice. Now he's got, I think that's an STG1, the Tier 10 Jap medium. I think that's what that is, but it looks like there's also a Jaegeroo with him. Yeah, here comes the Jaegeroo. He's almost full health. So he's got a lot of hit points to chew through before this game's over. He puts a nice shot in the Jaegeroo, but puts one. He's going to go for the track shot to lock him in place. He gets a track shot, but unfortunately no damage. So here again, he's backing down the hill to keep, the bigger tank from getting down. There's another nice track shot to lock that tank in place. He's going to use his third shell here to clear that medium, and he's going to start backing up right down the hill again because he knows that Jaegeroo's charging him. And he's just got to get some shells in to start putting some shells back out to Jaegeroo. There he puts a shot into it, and he gets a great bounce off the Jaegeroo, and that saves him. And he's able to push in now because he's going to beat the Jaegeroo on a reload, and he's just got to get one shot in, and there it is. That's the game, guys. Great job, Climber. So here it is. He does 7,000 damage, 7,088 damage with this mastery. He gets a top gun, a high caliber, a bunch of other ones. Over 1,600 experience points for that game. He fires 20 shots, hits 20 shots, and pins 20 shots. That's phenomenal. Guys, that's just a great game in Krandvagan. I'm not sure you're going to see a better one than that. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, good hunting.